Keep that shit real.
Keep that shit real, nigga.
Say how you feel.
You know how we go.
Speak yours, I'ma speak mine. Speak yours, speak mine.
Yes, sir.
Yo, back. Another episode of S.Y.S.M. It's been a minute, man.
It's been a minute.
I know y'all might have seen me, but I ain't had the boys with me in a minute, man. D Cole, Matt the Dem Dollar, what's happening?
Chilling, bro. Say you ready to get it, man. Long time.
It's been a minute.
It's been a minute, man. It's been a minute. I did a few episodes lately. I did one. I wanted y'all to touch on. Matter of fact, it was a just a thought segment when I was talking about respecting your elders.
Mm-hmm.
I was talking about the fact that respecting your elders just used to be a thing, and like the youth today seem to have more of a lack of respect for elders than they used to in the past. I wanted to see what y'all thoughts was on that, because I mean y'all might have seen it, but I don't think we talked about it. I never really get y'all thoughts on that.
It's really like our generation that messed that up. I think.
How so?
I think more or less. I think it was our generation that really took out the whole. It takes a village to raise a child. I think it was more or less our generations that started that. Don't say nothing to my kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember getting whoopings by my friends' parents. You know what I'm saying? So somebody in the neighborhood have a problem with me, they dealt with me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But you saying you remember other people around you not experiencing that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm saying, sure. And if my parents found out that they did that, no, they was at me even harder and I'm on punishment.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I think growing up with that, it made me watch what I did around all adults.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that's where a lot of the respect comes in, because it's like when you got other parents that's attacking people, you know what I'm saying, who's somewhat trying to correct your child. And, you know what I'm saying? I get where people coming from with that. You know what I'm saying? But I think that does take out some of that, why do I have to listen to you? So it's that I don't have to listen to you. If that person try to correct me, you know what I'm saying? Who are you? You know what I'm saying? So what does it really matter? You know what I'm saying? So I think that builds to the respect of how do you build respect, you know what I'm saying, for people that you don't know. So I'm going like to the elders, period. You know what I'm saying? Like, it has to be taught somewhere. But I think our generation, you know what I'm saying, so with parenting, kind of dropped that ball. And this is the result.
Okay. I think I'm more with you. You saying, when you say our generation, you talking about, I'm thinking you saying we grew up seeing that. You saying our generation that's raising the kids.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I would have put that, because I understand that what you're saying, but I would have put that on the generation after us. Most of my friends with kids that are closer to my age, I'm 43. They raise their kids to be respectful. They teaching them the same things. I'm noticing just from being in the schools or whatever. I'm noticing younger parents, that are more so like what you described. You know what I mean? But I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm just that's what I noticed. What you say, Cole?
Oh man,
I agree with pretty much.
I understand what you're saying, Matt. Cause like, man, I just feel like this generation of parents, not everybody per se, just kind of like a little bit more lackadaisical, maybe not as strict as our parents was growing up, and like, at a point in time, that's where it end up lacking. It's almost like how you just see kids nowadays just with authority figures in general.
Yeah,
right.
It's just like they so rebellious, and like in our time we had rebellious kids, but they still wasn't like over the line too much.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They kind of knew when to calm it down. So like, yeah, I don't know, man. I just wish it was just a little bit better when it comes to the respect aspect, because like with you working in the schools, like and you too in the past, I done heard mad stories, like you know what I'm saying, the way these kids be acting, it's like, dang, they that crazy, like that'd be insane, like. But man, I don't know, man. I don't know.
It seems like it's not just it is that these kids are disrespectful, but the blame is more so looked at. I mean, we looking at the parents.
You have to.
You have to look at because where they getting it from. And it's not. It's like where are they not getting it from? Because they're not getting. You know what I mean? The things that they need in order to know to respect adults. Like
it's like what Matt was saying though. Not to cut you off, but like what Matt was saying, how like the kids can be disrespectful to a teacher or whatever, and then the teacher say, "I'm gonna call your parent," and the parent come up there bugging too. It's like where they supposed to get it from? Like
kids can't wait for you to call their parents.
Right? Yeah, they want the parent to come up there.
It was a comment on the post I did when I made that segment. That said, parents these days spend too much time trying to be friends with their kid and defending them versus correcting them. And I thought, I was like, that's the difference right there. Yeah, because I got corrected. Oh, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I don't know. I always just been big on respecting my elders, and it blows my mind when I see, the nerve of some kids. But some kids have these stories, man, that you just so you can kind of get it. Like, they have no reason to respect authority. Authority never respected them in some ways, so I mean, they have every reason to, but they don't know that, you know what I'm saying? So they're young, but in some cases it's just ridiculous, and that's all it is to it.
At what point in time is a person considered an elder? Like, at what age would you see, like, if a 16-year-old was coming at a 25, is 25 too young to come at wrong, or is that considered an elder, or you think more like the 35 and up type crowd, 30 and up type crowd?
I personally wouldn't put a personal age on that. I think depending with whatever generation that person is, I look as elders as like that person's grandparent. You know what I'm saying? So almost like 2 generations up. You know what I'm saying? Because 25 or actually 15 could be an elder to somebody that's 3. You know what I'm saying? Well, I guess not that.
But on the aspect of that, though, like, I think that comes down to the point, like, you should respect everybody that's giving that respect.
That's bottom line.
Because, like, at 16, is you know what I'm saying, if you were 16 and somebody was 25, that's kind of like my older brother age.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying, and his friends type shit. So it's like, if they was trying to school me on something that seemed legitimate, I would respect that. Like, you know what I'm saying, I might not call him sir and mister and stuff like that. Like, you know what I'm saying, but it's still like,
it's still respect,
you
though.
give what they saying.
I think it depends on the relationship.
And for sure.
Like in a school setting, there's 25-year-old teachers. With 16
Fresh out of school
that deserve a certain level of respect.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
and that's where that authority figure, like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. So like you were saying, like, you might not necessarily call them an elder, but they're in a position to warrant that respect. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just think kids. I said on that just a thought that they play pretend sometimes that they're on your same level, and they're not just yet. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
But I think and that goes back to some households.
On adult levels, I say
that goes back to some households, because there's some kids out here that are forced to grow up fast.
Yeah. So
Like,
every situation is different. That's a great point.
It's a lot of 15-year-old kids that's the man of the house.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, real talk.
Real
talk. Yeah.
So like when somebody's trying to school them, that's 25, 30 years old, they might look like, nigga, fuck you, nigga.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
I
You're
ain't
not
here.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Nah,
You're not
that's
in
real.
my house.
That is
Like,
real.
you know what I'm saying? So
That is real.
that's unfortunate too. But that goes back to what you saying, takes the village. Like, it takes everybody, man. Like, for real. It's kind of like you gotta be able to reach the people that you can reach. Like, you know.
Listen to the Breakfast Club. It was about 3 weeks ago, man. They were talking about it was a group of kids. I want to say kids. They were in Atlanta.
They was kids.
You know what I'm talking about?
They might have been doing grown folks shit, but they was still kids.
And they broke in several houses or whatever, and the conversation ended up being about how much time did they deserve.
Right.
Guns were involved. I don't know if somebody got killed or somebody definitely got shot.
Yeah, somebody got shot for sure. I said I don't think they got killed though, but yeah.
Well, do you think they deserve a lighter sentence because of their age? I mean, they broke in several homes, but kids in general, you think they deserve lighter sentences because of their age, or how do you guys look at that?
What was the sentence?
I don't know what the actual
I don't think
sentence
it was
was.
the actual
I think Charlemagne was throwing out there that they should get 25 years or something like that, and yeah, Envy was kind of going against that. He understood Charlemagne's points, but
See, way I look at that though is like
agreeing with 25 years.
Like I think the kids was like around that 15 to 17-year-old age range,
Okay.
and it's like
Yeah,
25 is a harsh sentence for a 16-year-old, because you figure if you give a 16-year-old 25, he jumping back into the world at 41. How he gonna be growing up in jail?
Right.
He gonna be a lot worse than just a kid if you gave him 5 for, like, you know what I'm saying, he come out at 21 type. You know what I'm saying? He still got his whole life ahead of him. So I just figure, like, in situations like that, first time offenders, I don't think you should give them that much time, especially when they kids like that, because kids do dumb shit, especially just following peer pressure. Like, most people fucking got vices right now because of peer pressure. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and just fucking, yeah. So it's like, I don't know. I think time, you know, to give a kid time like that for that, even though it's just a bad home invasions, is definitely some rough shit, because the kid, you know, that's pretty much leading up to bigger things.
Right.
You know, but at the same time, they still ain't out there murking motherfuckers, even though it could have came to that. But I don't know, man. That's it. It's a hard
I
subject,
mean,
man. Like,
it's touchy. I mean, what you think?
I think
touchy, though.
with this individual situation, when you're talking about they've been connected to what, 15? That's kind of hard. You know what I'm saying? Now, if we talking 1 or 2, you know what I'm saying, some mistake. You know, at 15, when you going over doing this over a year, I mean, this is
15. You talking about how many?
yeah, that's how I mean they was tied to.
Right.
Right.
They
But
tried 15 home invasions.
But see, I
right?
think that just comes to the point like that they got off with 14 of them. Like, you know, like the first 14 was like when nobody maybe at the home, and they was able to get that off, so they just kept it going. Like,
Right.
so yeah, it's unfortunate, but like just to say we're gonna give y'all 25 years, like,
And I don't think he was saying give 25 years, but have it out there where that can't happen.
I mean,
You know what I'm
which
saying? Like
he
you
said,
know
he said the
that's-
threat. Yeah,
the threat of
a
it.
a
You know what I'm saying?
sentence
So
like
it might make you think a little bit more. Not necessarily he's saying, from what I understood, he wasn't necessarily saying they should get that, but the threat of it, you know what I'm saying, might make somebody think differently.
true.
Yeah.
But I still think that if the kids is out there, let me see what I'm trying to say. If the kids is out there if they out there doing that, like, it's because they're getting away with it. So, like, when they finally do get caught, it's like, since you hit them with the harshest sentence possible, like, I don't think so. Like, in my opinion.
I
Like,
think,
you know, they just get caught up, and sometimes, you know what I'm saying, there's probably some good kids in there that might get caught up. You know, I believe in second chances, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you give a 16-year-old 25 years, that ain't really no second chance. Like,
I agree.
I mean, so the crime that they were committing, in so many ways, I've experienced it, and ended up rushing my nigga to the hospital because he did get shot. I don't know if I cared what them cats, you know what I'm saying, end up getting at all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, I think 25 does sound a little harsh, especially when you think about their age and just like, man, you know, they gonna be such and such when they get older. They wasn't thinking about how old that person was they popped. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like it's very conscious. They're not 9 and 10,
right.
where they don't really know. They knew exactly what they were doing. They did it over and over again.
Right. And I'm saying, like you said, over and over, bro, when you get to 15, that's a pattern. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? That's what you do.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
man.
saying? Like, even 1 or 2, you know what I'm saying? So at that age, you know, that can be a mistake.
Yeah,
I mean, you get to 15, that's what you do.
Yeah, they run in on your moms or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that happened, and you ain't gonna, man, you don't care if they get 25 or 35. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just trying to be real about it. Like, I don't know, man. I understand that they're young and they make mistakes, But so was I. At some point, man, I knew better than to do that, man. They know right from wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know you ain't supposed to
elders.
be. Yeah, man. Right. That's a fact.
Yeah,
but they know they ain't supposed to be doing that. Even if they feel like they got to do that, they know they're not supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the decisions that they're making. I hate that they're in the circumstances that they're in, and they even have to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
To get away with it. I'm saying, though, don't do the crime. Gilly, I love when he always say, stand on what you do. You know what I'm saying? You got to stand on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but so if that is the penalty, like he's saying the threat of it, and he's just saying the threat should be higher. You know what I'm saying? Like a little quick little bid. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them know that that's what it's gonna be because they're so young, and they get right out and they just do it again. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's what you don't want. You know what I'm saying? So I still can't really give you a defense like on the time. I don't know how long. You know what I'm saying? But if somebody is 15, 16 doing that versus somebody by law 18, because now they're an adult,
Right.
and if 25 is what's eligible for an adult, that 16-year-old only gets 4 or something. You know what I'm saying? Like he did the same damn thing, and he knew exactly what he was doing. I don't know. You know, I'm asking though. You know what I'm saying? Because you get what I'm saying? Like that's tough, man. I don't know.
Because to me, the mentality of a 16-year-old and an 18-year-old ain't that far off.
Right. In a lot of cases, maybe it even should be, but it ain't though. You know what I'm saying? Like it really ain't. It really ain't, man. You know, so I just feel like with those, and especially in that case, I'm trying to speak on it in general. I was just using that as a way to bring in the topic, but in that case, I feel like that was so conscious what they were doing, man. It was a conscious thing. You knew exactly what you were doing.
Yeah, especially after 15 times.
Yeah. Now, you know, like I said, I don't want to go as far as 25, but man, listen. That's what they got. I'm not about to go. I'm not about to hold up no signs outside no jail talking about free them if that's what they gave them for what they did anyway.
Right.
I don't believe every, you know what I'm saying, kid for every little crime. You know what I'm saying? But for that though, they stole a car or some shit. Even if they stole 15 cars, never no passengers or something, they did that 15, then that's different. But they breaking in people's houses with people there with guns on them and shit. Like, man, come on, man.
That's different.
These little niggas is
Right,
gangsters.
you right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they kicking doors.
That's tough, man. That's tough. That's tough.
Yeah, man, it's just hard for me just to see a 16-year-old get that type time, man. But like,
yeah, I'm with you.
But I'm with you. What you saying? Like, I mean, that's a hell of a crime. Like,
that right there is a hell of a crime.
That's a hell of a crime.
In some cases, man. I mean, I know. Like I said, I work in the school, so I know little cats that's going in and out of jail, and they just doing stupid petty shit. I wouldn't want to see them get no, real long time.
Right.
I want them to get enough time to really
get their mind right.
Yeah, get their mind right, but they don't deserve to be going to jail for no years behind some goofy stuff they done did. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So, some of them.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm thinking like some of these they be bad, man. God, they be doing the most, man. I don't know if they ever gonna change. Nah, I got hope for all of them though. But yeah, I don't know. It's just interesting. Interesting to get your thoughts on.
People weigh in on the comments, man. Let us know what y'all think about that, man.
Y'all make sure y'all treat everybody the way you want to be treated. Keep God first and check for S.Y.S.M. Peace.
S.Y.S.M.